This is awesome. Kim, are you going to be able to make it through this story?
I am, because when I was reading it, I was like, I was just like, hopefully I can get through this story because it really grossed me out, I have to say. So there was, the title of the article I have today is Cockroaches Spotted in Popeyes in Detroit by a Doordash driver forces them to shut down. So here's the basis of the story. Doordash driver goes into Popeyes for an order and sees like a cockroach infestation. They're climbing over straws. They're climbing over utensils. They're climbing over to-go orders. Like they're literally everywhere. So this is actually what kind of had me laughing a little bit. So supposedly the Doordash driver went to an employee and said, hey, listen, there's cockroaches there. The employee took off her shoe and started killing the cockroaches.
And
So,
I would hope everybody in this chat and everybody on this panel knows if you were the manager of that, you ask everybody politely to leave, you give them a coupon, something for the next visit, you get everybody out, you lock the doors, and you call an exterminator and you leave the building.
But this is the thing. So the article goes to say that DoorDash required her to still proceed with the delivery of the order after she said all these cockroaches were everything. I guess she notified the customer because the customer threw out the order as soon as it actually got to her. So,
I would not deliver that order. I would not. First of all, that order was not going to go in my car.
Yes.
That wouldn't make any sense.
No.
I would say, hey, listen, I'm taking a break from DoorDash for the rest of whatever shift. I'm not putting that in my car. Roach infestations are serious. Like what Steve said, everyone get out and get like the most hot, professional, no spray, no raid, nothing that's going to stop it. You need a professional exterminator. I would not have delivered that order. That order would have stood on that, wherever that place, that counter or whatever.
They're just gross too. They spread disease. I mean,
things
that kill us don't kill them. Like they can live in nuclear missiles.
They'll outlive us. They will still be here.
Will survive the nukes.
Right. It's just disgusting.
But dedication to the employee for smashing them with her foot. She's like, oh, no problem. Let me. All right.
Well, that just shows how much of a veteran they were. They're hard boiled. They've been with those roaches. They're like, I've been waiting for somebody to ask me to do that.
I think it was they desensitized sadly to that, where like some people homes, like I've been in hoarded situations where it's like people just don't seem like they know, no, this is bad. This is really, really bad. You should not be in here. But that's kind of gross.
What I find amazingly disgusting, and this is no joke. So I'm from Michigan. Half my family's from Detroit. Half my family's from Lansing. I was born and raised there. And I know Detroit very well. Last year, there was a KFC that had a cockroach infestation. Same thing. I mean, like on the walls. And this one was a video. I need to find it. This one was a video that like where the employees were shooting the video. So they weren't open, but they're like, look, they're everywhere. They were on the walls. They were going into like everything. I mean, because one thing for sure, if you're sitting there squashing cockroaches, understand you will never get through them all. Yeah. There's
a lot behind it. Yeah.
But don't the eggs get on your shoes if you squish a cockroach and then they spread even more?
That's the worst of your worries.
But still,
I would say get out of the building, burn all the clothes and shoes you have on.
Okay, I mean, Popeyes, KFC. If I look at those two franchises, and they, it depends on who's running them, but they generally don't look the most sanitary anyway. I mean, I've seen some disgusting McDonald's, but I'm looking at other restaurants. So I'd never seen that kind of nastiness. At least in my experience, like Five Guys, I didn't walk into a Five Guys and ever see anything. No, like at least the ones I've been into, or like a Chipotle. I'm trying to think of like really dirty. Right.
That even has 10 times the traffic of one of those places.
Yeah.
I will say my Five Guys is so super clean, and they literally, I don't know if you ever go into your Five Guys late at night, like they squeegee their floors. Like they literally hose it down and like squeegee the floors to the point where it's like you can eat off the floors. Not really, but they're like literally that clean.
Yeah, I haven't ever been into a dirty Five Guys. It seemed like you're paying a lot for this food. They better clean
Yeah.
this place. But Popeyes always seemed a little trashy to me. Chicken is good. Now I don't know what they put in chicken now, but they've always been a little dirty. Just the way their setup is,
the
and the people
special
in there.
ingredient.
See, you can't. If you ever try to imagine it, there's never like a really clean Popeyes I've ever been to. You've seen an average
I'm telling
Popeyes
you.
at best. You've seen
Yeah, just passable basically.
pretty much.
But
I mean, like if I owned that Popeyes, and it's Detroit, so this happens a lot anyway, I would just kind of close and then have an alibi and get out of town and have some people burn it down for me.
Yeah, I definitely believe it.
I don't even think I'd want it cleaned.
Whoever owned that's their fault. They clearly, I'm sure they know about the
Neglect.
roaches and they did nothing about it.
I will
I mean, how
commend
hard
the
is it to
driver
put trash
though.
down?
She contacted the Department of Health like immediately after the order, and that's how they shut down. So, I guess, she had a really good conscience. I think in the article, and I was looking for it, and it's probably like stupid for me to look at it, said she had video of it. Like, I kind of wanted to see the video.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm telling you, the
just
video
a
I
few
saw
seconds,
last
honestly.
year from the KFC was so disgusting. They were on the ceiling. I mean, and they were everywhere. It didn't just look like a line of ants. They were everywhere. And it was just gross. Like this one lady kicked this piece of cardboard that they had over this hole. And it was like a drainage hole in the kitchen by the fryers. And she's like, watch this on the video that I had seen. And she's like, she moved it aside with her
All
foot.
right. I'm getting itchy. I'm getting itchy.
I'm used to that. Crazy.
I tell you.
So if this ever happens to you, run and cancel the order.
Yeah, never.
I mean, she was. I did criticize her initially to even deliver it, but at least she called. That's probably the smartest thing, to call the Department of Health. I guess I would have probably complained to everyone I knew, and then someone said, "Yeah, you should bring it up to the Department of Health," and then I would have called. But props for her for doing that, because people could have got sick. People probably have been sick.
Yeah,
probably
think
did
about
get
that. Yeah,
sick.
because
Yeah.
I doubt that was the first order that Popeyes delivered that day.
Oh
But
no!
how many people? I mean, and is it just that day, or were the employees just like, I just need this job, so I'm gonna work? Like, I don't care.
Very funny, Grandpa. I was
Can
about
you
to look.
imagine if you were like the customer and like you got your order and you opened the bag and all of a sudden like cockroaches like came out?
I
of the
just
bag?
mean were these people going into work every day,
I'm suing DoorDash,
day after day, knowing
Popeyes.
that they're there? Like,
Oh
just-
yeah, emotional distress. I want $5 million. I'm just gonna flip out.